of the science is living world. In this living world, we are going to study about the living things, and in this living things, we are going to study about the characteristics of the living things. So, students, in your mind, one question has been arised that what is the meaning of the characteristics? Characteristics means specific characters which are specified in the living beings. For example, mango. In market, there are various different types of mangoes available. But are the taste of the mangoes same of all the mangoes? No, the taste is not same. So all the mangoes are having different characteristics. So for example, Hapus is famous for the taste and the color. So that is the characteristic of the Hapus. So this is one of the example that I have given you about the characteristic, peculiar characteristic that is to be understand, and that we are going to study in this lecture. Okay. So what are the characteristics of the living being? First is growth, respiration, excretion, response to stimuli, and reproduction, a definite lifespan, and a circular structure. So all these are, we are going to study all these characteristics of the living things one by one. As all, there are few new words to you, you can note it down, and I will tell you the meaning one by one as we learn the characteristics of the living thing. Now, the first most important characteristic of the living being is growth. Okay. Now, all living things grow into adult. Okay. Now, here you can see the baby grows up to and becomes an adult. Means this is a stage of growth. From a small baby, the baby has been developed into an adult, and afterwards he turns into an old age. So this is about the growth. Even plant also, the plant, when you pot in the pot, so first what you'll see, from the seed the small plant is emerging out. It will, in the starting it will have two leaves, afterwards it will grow little bigger, it will have more leaves, then afterwards it will have more stems, more leaves, and this is how the growth takes place. Growth means increase in height, weight, and strength. So what is the meaning of growth? If the particular living thing is seen in which height, weight, and strength is changing, that time we can say that there is a change in the growth. Okay. Now in plants, the growth is increased with the help of the width and the height of the stem. But in living beings, in living human beings, the height is increasing up to 18 to 21 years of growth. So height keeps on increasing till the age of 18 to 21. Afterwards, the height is stopped. The height stops increasing. This is the growth in the human beings. But in trees, there is no restriction for the height and the weight of the and the strength of the trees. So trees can grow how much old as they can. We can see that the banyan tree is the very much oldest tree we can see. So all these things comes under the growth. Then the second point, that is necessity of the food. So as we all know that the living organisms required food for growth. So the most important factor for living organism is food. So how does this food comes? So the plant prepare its own food with the help of photosynthesis, that is called as photosynthesis. Means in leaves there is a pigment called as chlorophyll. So this chlorophyll, with the help of sunlight, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, and other nutrients from soil, it prepares the food for the plant. This process is called as photosynthesis. Okay. Then we as a human being, we depend upon the food. For example, vegetables, fruits. So if we don't have food, we are not feeling comfortable. So without food, our growth will be restricted. So the most important thing for the growth is food is necessary in the living world, the second characteristic that is most important, that is necessity of the food. If the food is not given properly to the plants or the human beings, the growth will not be proper. That is why your mother is always giving you proper nutritious food to eat. Why? Because your age is growing age, and in this growing age you required all the vitamins, minerals, proteins for your growth. And if your growth is proper, you can do all the activities very well. So this is about the necessity of the. Now the plants which can prepare their own food with the help of photosynthesis, they are called as autotrophs. जिनको खाना बनाने को आता है, जो प्लांट्स को, ऐसे प्लांट्स को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? दे आर सेड टू बी ऑटोट्रॉफ, यानी वो खुद से खाना प्रिपेयर करने की एबिलिटी रखते हैं. दे हैव द एबिलिटी ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग देयर ओन फूड. बट सम ऑफ द प्लांट्स आर देयर, दे आर नॉट एबल टू प्रिपेयर देयर ओन फूड, दे डिपेंड ऑन अदर प्लांट्स फॉर फूड. यानी दूसरे प्लांट्स के ऊपर डिपेंड होते खाना खाने के लिए. तो ऐसे प्लांट्स को वी विल कॉल्ड एज अ हेटेरोट्रॉफिक प्लांट. दिस वर्ड इज न्यू फॉर यू. ओके, so underline and note it down in your notebook. Heterotrophic, autotrophic. Auto means self, preparing the food by self. Hetero means not able to prepare their own food, depends on the other for food. In this slide you can see Lorianthus is one of the plant which depends upon the other plant for food. Even Dodder is one of the plant which is depending upon the other plants for food. Fungus is also one of the example. So these are the three examples of the heterotrophic which are not able to prepare their own food. Okay. In the next slide, we will see have some. Now the next type of characteristic, that is okay. The next topic, that is respiration. So respiration means what? The respiration means we inhale ऑक्सीजन, यानी हम लोग ऑक्सीजन को अंदर लेते हैं एंड वी गिव आउट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज रेस्पिरेशन. ब्रीदिंग का जो प्रोसेस होता है, जब हम ब्रीथ करते हैं तब वी इनहेल ऑक्सीजन. इनहेल का मतलब वी टेक इन ऑक्सीजन, और एक्सेल का मतलब क्या होता है? वी गिव आउट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. ओके, इनहेल यानी अंदर लेना, एक्सेल यानी बाहर छोड़ना. So breathing process is having inhaling and exhaling process. This process is called as a respiration. Now in this respiration is different in different organisms. Now human beings respire with the help of lungs. Can you tell fish respires through? So fish respires through gills. फिश के अंदर गिल्स होते हैं, गिल्स की वजह से it can respire in the water also. Then can you tell me how the plant is respiring? Plants कैसे respire करते हैं? Can you tell me? Plants are having some microscopic pores present in stem and leaves. Microscopic spores. What is the meaning of microscopic? Micro means छोटा, माइक्रो मीन्स छोटा, और पोर्स का मतलब होल. सो छोटे छोटे होल्स होते हैं स्टेम और लीव्स के अंदर, जिसकी वजह से प्लांट इज एबल टू रेस्पायर. ओके, प्लांट इज एबल टू रेस्पायर. So this is about the respiration. So plants can respire with the help of the microscopic pores present on the stem and leaves, whereas human respires with the help of lungs, and fish respire with the help of gills. So there is one amphibious animals which respires by two ways. When they are in water, they respire with the help of skin, and when they are on the ground, they respire with the help of lungs. So the example of the amphibious is frog. Frog जब पानी में होता है तो वो स्किन से ब्रीथ करता है, और पानी के बाहर जब होता है so it breathes through lungs. Okay. Then we are going to study about the classification of their food. Now, classification of the food means what? Some animals are classified under the base of the food they have. Now, in the first picture, you can see herbivorous. Herbi का मतलब क्या है? Depending upon. हर्बी का मतलब क्या है? डिपेंडिंग अपॉन ग्रास. ग्रास खाते हैं ये एनिमल्स. क्या खाते हैं? ग्रास. द एनिमल्स विच डिपेंड्स अपॉन द ग्रास, plants or grass, they are called as herbivorous. Example क्या है? Giraffe. Then carnivorous. What these animals eat? They eat flesh of other animals. क्या खाते हैं ये? Flesh of other animals. They depend on other animals. Means they kill other animals. They kill other animals for the food. They eat, depend upon the other animals for food. तो ऐसे animals को क्या कहते हैं हम लोग? We are calling them as carnivorous animal. Carni means they are depending upon the flesh of the other animals. Then what is omnivorous? Omnivorous means इन दोनों का mixture. इन दोनों का mixture यानी available होगा तो ग्रास खाएंगे, नहीं अवेलेबल होगा तो फ्लैश खाएंगे. ओके. सो फॉर एग्जांपल वेजिटेरियन एंड नॉन वेजिटेरियन. तो जो वेजिटेबल्स खाते हैं दे आर कॉल्ड एज हर्बीवोरस. जो फ्लैश खाते हैं दे आर नोन एज, नॉनवेज खाते हैं दे आर नोन एज कार्निवोरस. और जो दोनों खाते हैं, वेजिटेबल्स भी खाते हैं और फ्लैश भी खाते हैं, यानी मीट, फ्लैश ऑफ द अदर एनिमल्स. सो ऐसे लोगों को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? ओमनीवोरस. ओके. So we are calling them as omnivorous. The words are new to you. You can note these three words: herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. Okay. So these are the spellings. How to. The next characteristic is excretion. Now in this excretion, the waste substance which is formed in our body that has to be thrown outside the body, that is called as excreta. जो unwanted thing है ना बॉडी में, जो जिसकी जरूरत नहीं होती है बॉडी को, ऐसे unwanted things जो बॉडी से हम लोग बाहर फेंक देते हैं, उसे क्या कहते हैं? excreta. उसको क्या कहते हैं? excreta. For example, in cow, the cow dung is the excreta part. Okay. excreta means what? काउ को वो काउ का वो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट है, उसको नहीं लग रहा है, उसका यूज कुछ नहीं है काउ को. दैट इज व्हाई द काउ डंग इज कॉल्ड एज अ वेस्ट मटेरियल फॉर द that animal, and it is called as a excreta. Okay. Now the process of elimination the waste product from the body is called as excretion. जो भी unwanted चीजें होती है बॉडी के लिए, वो बॉडी से बाहर फेंकती है, ये प्रोसेस को हम लोग excretion कह सकते हैं. The process of elimination of the waste product from the body is called as excretion. So excretory organs, there are many different excretory organs present in animals for excreting the excretory organs. Now you will say, teacher, excretion is seen only in animals. Plants excrete नहीं करते हैं क्या? Yes, plants also excrete. Now how do the plant excrete? So the plant excrete the waste material by shedding their leaves. Shedding their leaves means जो plants के लिए leaves useful नहीं है, वो leaves क्या कर देते हैं? Plant नीचे गिरा देते हैं. That is called plant shedding leaves. Then latex oozing out of the branches, यानी white sticky material जो stem से निकलता है, that is called as latex. वो plant के लिए excretion है. That is unwanted part for the plant from the, that is unwanted part, so it is excreted from the plant. Then some plants are oozing out gums from their branches. हमको मालूम है हमको गम किधर से मिलता है, प्लांट से मिलता है. Okay, so these excretory material of the plant, that is gum, is collected and we are reusing it. ओके, तो प्लांट के लिए ये एक्सक्रीटरी मटेरियल है, मगर गम हमारे लिए यूजफुल है. सो it becomes the useful thing for us, but it is the excretory part of the plant. Okay, so as animals excrete, plants also excrete themselves by shedding of leaves, then oozing out latex or gums from their branches. Okay, so this is about the excretion. Then the fifth characteristic that we are going to study about is responsive to stimuli and movement. So what is responsive to stimuli or movement? When suppose anyone, you want a rose and you try to pluck the rose, but there are some thorns which prick to you and you immediately take out your hand behind. Why? Because the thorn has pricked you and you had a pain when the thorn has pricked you. So when the ability to respond to such a stimulus is called as responsive stimuli. जब भी हमको पिन या सुई चुभती है तो हम लोग जोर से चिल्लाते हैं ना, तो जब कोई भी चीज ऐसी चुभती है हम लोगों को, when we respond by shouting, when we respond the thing by shouting or reacting towards it, that is called as responsiveness. Okay, इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? Responsiveness. Now in any living things, how do the plants move? They can move through the movement, showing the branches, movement of branches वो दिखा सकते हैं. Okay, then their seeds can move from one place to another with the help of winds. Then animals can change their place from one place to another with the, as they are able to walk. So all these things they are showing different types of responsive to the stimuli. You can understand. So now there will be one question in your mind, teacher, plants also responds to the stimuli. Yes, आपने अगर टच मी नॉट प्लांट को हाथ लगाया है तो वो क्या करता है? वो इमीडिएटली अपने लीव्स को क्लोज कर देता है, बंद कर देता है. ओके, माइमोजा इज अ प्लांट, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज टच मी नॉट प्लांट. तो ऐसे प्लांट को आप अगर हाथ लगाते हैं तो क्या करता है? इमीडिएटली वो लीव्स शट कर देता है. ओके, क्लोज कर देता है. So these type of plant, they show the respond to the stimulus, so they close the leaves. Okay, so this is about the responsiveness to stimuli. Okay. Topic. So the next topic is reproduction. So students, you must have studied in standard 4th or 5th about the reproduction. So what is reproduction? The process in which the living things give rise to their own kinds. Means उसके ही ओन काइंड के बच्चे वो एनिमल दे सकता है. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज अ रिप्रोडक्शन. अपने ही तरीके के बच्चों को जो एनिमल जन्म देता है उस एनिमल्स को हम लोग क्या कह सकते हैं? द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. सो द एनिमल्स गिव द बर्थ टू डायरेक्टली टू द यंग वंस. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज reproduction. But some animals lays egg and from that eggs the young ones hatches out. So this is the different type of reproduction. कुछ लोग direct birth दे सकते हैं, कुछ लोग they give the birth by giving eggs, by laying eggs. And how do the plant reproduce? The plant can reproduce through the seeds, parts of stem and leaves. ओके, ब्रह्म कमल का हम लोग लीव भी लगाएंगे तो वो प्लांट ग्रो हो जाता है. तो कभी कुछ प्लांट्स के हम लोग ने सीड्स लगाए तो दैट सीड्स विल स्टार्ट जर्मिनेटिंग. ओके, देन रोज प्लांट का हमने स्टेम लगाया कट करके पॉट में तो वो प्लांट भी ग्रो होता है. सो दीज आर द सीड्स, स्टेम्स, लीव्स, दीज आर द पार्ट्स ऑफ द reproduction of the plant. So here I given you the example. Plant can reproduce from seeds, stems or leaves. So here example is of rose. So अगर हमने stem को लगाया और उसको properly maintain किया वो plant को, so plant will grow and it will give flowers to us. And in animals you can see that they give directly birth to their own young ones. They are called as this process is called as reproduction process. Okay, and now I would like to read Tanishka Adhangale. Tanishka Adhangale, read the first question.
The
Read the
process
first question.
elimination of waste products from the body
निकालने की प्रोसेस को क्या कहते हैं? Excretion. Okay, क्या कहते हैं? Excretion. Okay.